I tell you one thing I do as a rule, whenever I'm in a difficult situation, I come out preaching Jesus. And I found myself in one yesterday. So a couple weeks ago, we had been invited to a historical place to treasure hunt. And so we went and kind of scouted it out. We met the farmer, and he's like, anytime y'all want to come on. So we did that yesterday. Well, I was the first one to arrive at this property, and I was in Mississippi. As soon as I get my detector out, get all my gear on, I waved it about 3 times. Well, I look up at the facility where I knew was the hub for the farmer. I see a guy get in his truck, and he starts hurriedly coming my direction on a dirt road, like driving a little faster than you would think, and he's coming toward me. And I thought, boy, he's in a hurry. Well, he came in there sideways to where I'm at and puts the truck in park. And I thought, my initial thought was like my dad telling me when a game warden comes up, you need to run. That was my thought, but I thought it's not hunting season. I'm treasure hunting. I haven't broken any laws.
Your brain was telling your legs to move.
An older gentleman gets out of the truck, and he's looking at me concerned. I could just tell by his body language. And he says, you got permission to be here? And I said, which just off the top of my head, I said, well, I can tell you this. If I didn't, I wouldn't be standing here. And he chuckled, which I thought, that was a good line, Jase, because I broke that body language with that response. So if you're ever in a tight spot like that, I just proved yesterday, that's a good line. But I looked at him, and he looked like an older version of his son, because I didn't know who he was. But the family tree doesn't lie.
Yeah.
And so I said, after I said that line, I said, well, I got permission from your son. And he said, what's his name? Well, that was a good question by him, because in the moment, I could not remember what his son's name was.
Oh, no.
I said, I can't remember. I said, but he looks just like you, which is why I think he's your son. And he had the same letters on his first and last name. I do remember that, but I don't remember what those letters were. And he said, good answer.
Right.
I said, but that's not really what I'm about. I'm about the resurrection of Jesus. I follow Jesus, and I believe I'm going to be raised from the ground to live forever. So that's really who I am.